All right, welcome to the Grizzled Geek and our March RWBY Madness tournament. We are in week 3, right? The semifinals.
So this is division finals.
Division finals, that's
Yes.
right. All right, division finals. So we are down to, well, we had 4 in each bracket. We're down to the last 2.
Yes.
So I'm going to start with the Atlas bracket, and then we'll work through the others. Atlas actually saw what I think is an upset in No Breaks defeating Brawl in the Family. So that was, I thought Brawl in the Family had a good chance of going pretty far. But,
Yeah.
So that was 64 votes to 61 votes, really close.
Pretty close, yeah.
Amino is what for that. If you look at all
Yeah.
the voting, like all the Twitter votes were for for No Break.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, that's true. No Breaks got 100% of the Twitter votes.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, and then the other match in the Atlas bracket was not close. It was a blowout. Heroes and Monsters defeated PvP quite soundly, 102 to 22.
Rightfully so. Shame on all of you who thought Penny's death was to be cherished.
I know. I think only one person voted for it. You look at it, you got one vote on YouTube, one vote on each of our Twitters. It's the same
funny.
person.
Maybe. There you go.
Yeah.
So that will leave us with our division finals matchup of No Breaks versus Heroes and Monsters
For the Atlas Championship.
for the Atlas Championship.
Nice.
So let's go ahead and go on to Menagerie.
All right. So for the Menagerie bracket, things were pretty much set into stone. Black and White went up against Downfall, and Downfall took it by a landslide. We had 98 to 12. So you guys like Downfall. Good for you. That's the best choice. True Colors went up against Family, which was 88 for True Colors and 22 for Family. So there wasn't even a contest between the two.
Yeah, both of those were blowouts.
So, I mean, you guys clearly knew what you want to win.
No surprises.
The correct choices were made.
So for the Menagerie semifinals, it's going to be Downfall versus True Colors. All right.
Nice. All right, moving on to Vale. The Vale semifinals, we had one that was kind of close and one that was a blowout. The one that was close, Players in Pieces versus End of the Beginning, eked it out. They with 64 to 45 victory.
Yeah.
So End of the Beginning, I think they made the right choice there. I think personally,
Yeah.
that was one I'd pick. However, Ruby Rose fell to best day ever by a landslide.
Yeah.
I think we had like two patrons that at 9 Amino people that voted for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's disappointing for me. I would
Womp
like to see
womp.
Ruby Rose go further, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Best Day Ever is a great episode.
Now the numbers are a little skewed here. I'm gonna throw Doug under the bus real quick here. You notice there's the one blank column in this entire sheet here.
Oh, yes, there is.
Why is that,
Because
Doug?
Doug forgot to put up his Amino polls. Something happened this week and distracted me from it. But
Yeah.
so we lost a few votes there.
Right.
I also, another mea culpa, when I made the original bracket, I accidentally had the powers just a descending order. So we ended up with number 1 versus number 2 seeds in our semifinals, instead of mixing it up a little more than I should have. So
Yeah.
some of you, we got some comments where people were like, oh, this is such a tough choice because the 2 most popular episodes went up
Sure.
against each other. So you're like,
Before the
"Ah."
finals, so.
Before the finals. So
Oh, wow.
just had to make your hard decisions sooner than later because they were coming eventually.
Which leaves Vale for the Vale Championship, End of the Beginning versus Best Day Ever for Vale Champion.
Vale Champion. All right, that leaves us just with Mistral. In Mistral, we had the first matchup, Punished versus More the Merrier. And Punished took it away, 85 to 28. You know, that Crow versus Tyrion fight
that was just so good.
Yeah, just
I mean, More the Merrier was good, but
more the Merrier
Punished.
is.
More the Merrier was kind of controversial with, isn't that one with Weiss? People saying that she wasn't, you know.
Yeah, there was a lot of people who
Underpowered
said,
for
yeah,
that.
she got punked in this one. She should have performed better than. Yeah, and I agree. I think they just kind of like what?
Yeah.
But they wanted to show off that little making her leap from sigil to sigil, and I'm like,
well,
that's
we've been waiting for it.
Yeah.
But all right. The other matchup was Dance Dance Infiltration versus Haven's Fate, and this is a true upset, and Mike was very upset about
I'm very
this.
upset by this.
Dance Dance Infiltration goes down. Haven's Fate wins 75 to 45.
Don't get me wrong; these are two great episodes.
Yeah.
But
and it was a solid victory. It wasn't even like that eking out. So
I was hoping it was at least closer than this.
Yeah,
really love Dance Dance Infiltration.
It does have some great moments,
I'm a John
but
fan,
there is quite a bit more happening in Haven's Fate.
I agree.
So
yeah.
All right, so that brings us the Mistral finals are going to be Punished versus Haven's Fate. So there we go. Our last matchups in each of the brackets before they start going up against each other.
We go down to the final four next round.
So we've got End of the Beginning versus Best Day Ever in the Vale bracket. Menagerie is Downfall versus True Colors. Atlas is No Breaks versus Heroes and Monsters. And Mistral is Punished versus Haven's Fate. Kirsten, can you remind them how they can vote?
You can vote multiple ways. First, you can go to Twitter and you can at each of us. Hashtag Grizzled, it's the G2 Ruby Madness. That's a vote for each person that you tweet at. You can go to YouTube, where you're watching this lovely video, and vote underneath here. Or you could go to Patreon and become a patron or be one and vote in the poll there. Alternatively, these two have
And
Aminos.
I'll remember this time.
Yeah, if we remember, we'll have polls on Amino.
I will remember this time.
So that's where you can vote.
There you
Make
go.
sure you do it.
That's right. So all
Make sure
told,
you vote for Menagerie.
and as a reminder, the patron votes are worth 3 votes.
Yes.
Right.
And comments on this video are worth 2 votes, and then all the others are worth 1 vote.
Yep.
Correct.
So that's how we figure it all out. All right, guys.
Cool deal.
Go forth and vote.
Vote often.
Wow, we got some good matchups here. Who's going to be the champion of each of the divisions?
Downfall.
Downfall.
Shall we do predictions?
Yeah.
Let's just do it. All
All
right.
right, let's do predictions. All right. Vale, who do you guys got?
Best day ever.
Oh, it's going to be best day ever, but I want it to be end of the beginning. Everyone loves best day ever.
I want End of the Beginning as well. I think it's the better episode, but
Kung Fu fight.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Fight pretty much wins out.
Yeah.
But all right, Menagerie, who do we get? Downfall or True Colors?
I'm going to be so disappointed if it's not Downfall.
Downfall is a really good episode.
If it was Downfall versus Family, I don't know. Downfall versus True Colors, I'm going to go Downfall.
Yeah. All right. And then Atlas, we got No Breaks versus Heroes and Monsters. Who do you got? This is a tough one.
I don't know.
I'm actually surprised No Breaks has made it this far. I mean,
I'm
it
going
is
to say
a
Heroes
good
and Monsters.
episode.
I'm going to say Heroes and Monsters.
I
Yeah.
agree.
But yeah, I think when it goes up against something as strong as Heroes and Monsters, although Brawl in the Family is a really strong episode, so people really like No Breaks.
Yeah.
I'm going with Heroes and Monsters.
I mean,
as well.
it's the Neo show and No Breaks. First.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
the Zwei Cannonball.
And this
That's
Y Cannonball.
true, yeah.
Zwei
I mean,
Cannonball is
It's
pretty
hard
awesome.
to. I mean, that's a good episode.
It's got lots of cool. I mean, I love Oobleck.
Yes.
That series of episodes just made him such a great character.
Yeah.
It was
But
also the first episode where I really felt like there was going to be an actual fight. Like, it was actually going to be difficult for them to overcome these bad
right,
guys.
yeah.
It wasn't going to be just a swipe and, oh, we're on to the next bad guy. It was like, oh, these guys are strong, and
Yeah.
they have a lot of ways to go.
I want to see Yang get taken out like she did.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
wow, these guys, this is serious.
True. All right. Finally, then, Mistral Punished versus Haven's Fate.
I think Punished is the better of the two. I don't know, actually, I think Haven's Fate is probably better of the two, but I'm going to pick Punished because Haven's Fate beat Dance Dance Infiltration. So Punished all the way.
Oh, that was such a good episode. I'm going to say Haven's Fate.
Ooh.
Oh, this one, first time we're going to be really split. I'm going to Punished as well.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Haven's Fate has a lot going on, but I don't think it lived up to the episodes right before it.
Yeah, I agree.
Its strongest part is the Yang stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. By far.
But anyways, all right, there you go, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Check the description down below for all the ways you can support the channel. We've got Teespring store now. You got some merch there. We got a Patreon link you can shop through, or you can become a patron and support us and vote for one more time. Nice.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.